I have been doing my best to try and maintain a daily sketchbook practice. I have been trying this for years and failed many, many times, and yet I have managed this time to complete 2 whole months. That's better than I have ever done before. I'm thinking if we can make it through November and complete 3 whole months, technically they say that in 90 days, if you do something daily for 90 days, it becomes a regular habit. I am so close to achieving that and really want to. So please come along with me as we sketch our way through November. Do stay tuned because I will be turning one of these sketches into a free digital download for you to use in your creative practice. It has been a couple of days since our last Sketchbook to Craft Desk episode, and I thought I'd catch you up from where we are in the sketchbook. So I've drawn this little doggy here, not my best work, but that was a quick sketch in bed, as was this. On the same day, we have a few little corky birds. Not sure that I particularly like any of those. Then we have, I think there's just one more page, we have a few little cacti. They were quite good. I quite fancy playing a bit more. But the reason I thought I'd pop on camera today and give you a catch up is I am going to Sketchbook Club tonight. So I go to Drink and Draw, hosted by Alison from I Love Riso, every second Friday of the month. It's a great night. But she's now just introduced a brand new club called Sketch Club. Same idea, still bring your own bottle, but it is for people who are wanting to take drawing a little bit more seriously, whether they're wanting to improve their skills or improve their accountability. Perfect for me. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So we're going there tonight. It's going to be have about a 15-minute skill lesson thing, and then you can either follow through and do that skill for the rest of the night, or you can do what you want. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me and let's see what we end up sketching. I am back. That was so much fun. Kind of terrible. It was fun. I really wanted to join Sketchbook Club because I really want to learn more. I'm a self-taught artist. I mean, I did art way back when I was at school, but to be honest, due to health issues, I never sat my exams or anything like that. Um, so yeah, I'm all self-taught, and I feel like I'm missing some of the fundamentals. Well, worst case scenario for me, we're drawing skulls. I mean, but it was fun. It was fun. So I got a one-on-one lesson on, I think that's the Lindis method, which I've always been interested in. So that was fun. And then we were creating with black ink and bleach. Oh my goodness. This way. It's completely disproportionate. It was kind of okay, but because that we were working with black ink and bleach, which was fun. I definitely want to do that again, but with a the subject matter that doesn't terrify me quite so much. But yeah, and I don't know if you can see that I've really overworked the paper. I mean, it's practically in holes, but because I was overworking the paper, when I put the black ink down, it sort of sank, and then the smile became too dis- disproportionate, and I just had to go with it. And then I was me at the end. I was trying to fiddle and make it so that I liked it. So I ended up slapping some colour on it and some flowers, and then ended up giving it eyeballs and eyelashes, which gave everyone a good laugh because at the end of class, which I really liked, at the end of it all, we all had to show our artwork and sort of say one thing we liked about it and what we would do different next time. And that is what I see so many times. You know, in my Facebook group and things, when people kind of mention what they've made and they point out their faults. And I've always said, tell me 3 things you like about it, and even better if. So I love the fact that we were doing that. I'm hoping next month that the subject matter might be slightly more in my comfort zone. Yeah, can't say I'll be doing this again. slightly terrifying, but it was a good night and I'm really glad I went. And yeah, it was fun. Looking forward to next one, but that'll be in the next episode. Yeah. I can't believe it's November the 8th and I still haven't shared with you what's been happening in here. I promise you, we've still been updating it daily. We've still been doing the sketches, even been sketching on holiday every day. Some dodgy sketches, but they're there nonetheless. But let's have a little catch up of what's been occurring in here. You can kind of see the next 2 days were very quick sketches. So that went very quickly. This was me working on some Peachtober ideas, as were these. Discovered I can't draw bears very well. Like these whimsical trees, I think I might play with those a bit more. This was a quick 5-minute sketch, but it looks kind of freaky. This was okay. I love this one. Been playing with the seedling idea a little bit more. Don't know why. We have a thing with mushrooms on it. More bugs. A little deer. Yeah, those were dodgy. This was for Peachtober. You can tell again, these were days where I only had a couple of minutes. So this is what I mean. Sometimes I just take the pressure off and it's literally a 2-minute doodle. So on the 20th and 30th and 31st, I clearly didn't have a lot of time and just drew very quick trees. I'm not sure what this is, but he's funny. More trees. More trees. I seem to like drawing trees. Oh, and this one made me laugh. This one, I didn't have my sketchbook with me for whatever reason. So I'd asked Kezia if I could borrow her notepad. She had her school notepad on her. And this was written right at the back from when she was little. And it just says, "The forest was as green as a dad bod with a moustache and a monocle." Really made me laugh. And so I sort of sketched this, but the only pen that we could find was pink. I kind of want to play with that idea a bit more. So that's as far as we got. And then we took the sketch pad on a few sketchbook dates. So I was with my friend in Grantham, and this is Beaver Castle. Just the two of us went to this place deliberately for a sketchbook date. We enjoyed a cheeky wee cocktail and did some sketching here, which was just really chill. It wasn't my best sketches, but it was really chill and I enjoyed being in the moment. I was attempting to draw some kind of hot air balloons. They were part of the design of the restaurant, so that's kind of where I started. But I don't know whether it was the cocktails or whether I just wasn't in the zone, but my arm hadn't warmed up, and yeah, but it doesn't really matter because I filled the sketchbook and that is what this is about. It's not about creating a perfect work of art each time. It's about just, you know, doing something and showing up daily. And then the next day I went to meet the lovely Lou Sims in Ely, and whilst I was on the train I managed to grab a few moments to do a quick doodle there as well. So, quick review of what happened in the sketchbook dates. These are the completed drawings. This is hideous, but never mind. Quick plant things. This was the one I did on the train. As I said, it was a bit of the good, the bad, the ugly. I did really enjoy doing this one. This one I didn't get much footage of, but this, there was myself, my friend, and both the girls, and we were all sketching, and we all got really in the zone, and I really enjoyed doing that one. So that's probably why I've got no footage, because I just got lost in the moment and didn't film. And don't ask me what that is. We have not done today's sketch yet. We have blank page. Thought we could maybe do that together before I unbox something very exciting. I may have got myself the colour cubes. Let's have a look. Oh, big box. Very wobbly footage, but big box, exciting box. But before I open that, shall we just do today's sketch? So for this one, I was revisiting that concept of the green dad bod with a moustache and a monocle. I don't know why, but
It just really spoke to me. In one of the videos that I have done previously on prompt books, there was a sketch that I did where the prompt was that you just kind of put down a block of colour and then you kind of carve into that colour and create a little character. So that was what I did, and it turned out really well, so I just thought I would carry on with that. So I created some more blobs to make some more sort of blobby characters. The first one turned out horrifically. We will just ignore her in the corner. The rest of them I quite like how they turned out, but that one was just like meh. But again, it's what the sketchbook is for. It's a place to kind of learn and try new things. And to be honest, I mostly just sketch with graphite pencil all the time. I really need to kind of be a bit more adventurous with mediums when I'm actually drawing. I do that a lot in my art journals, but I think in my sketchbook practice I need to do that as well. So I just created these cute little characters out of blobs for this particular sketchbook session.
It's November the 12th, and I thought it would be good to have one last little flip through of what we've been doing in the sketchbook. Do a little sketchbook session together and then choose what is going to be this month's free Digi that you can download. Check the description box below for that. And we will actually craft with that as well. So yeah, let's get sketching. So we have a few sketches, got a couple of toucans, did the signposty thing, then just random doodles. I have an idea in my head for a range, but it means I need to nail some doodles. I don't think any of these are strong enough, but I was having a play, and that's what this sketchbook is all about. It's not about perfection, it's about having a play. During all the Peachtober sketching, I did become quite obsessed with drawing little bugs. So I kind of had this idea for wintertime to have this sort of pile of parcels with bugs, but I discovered that I need to work on my perspective when it comes to sketching. So I tried again. In Peachtober we had the snail with the aquarium on its back, and this time I thought I would do something similar but have a parcel on its back and of course have the sort of snail mail kind of idea, which I thought would be quite fun. Because it is currently end of November, I'm thinking about the fact that the weather is getting colder, so I decided to add an element of cuteness that we would also give him little ear muffs as well, which I'm just about to add. Then of course I've decided this is going to be the one that's the free Digi, so if you do fancy crafting with this little snail, the link will be in the description box below and you can grab this for free. So this was me just digitizing it. I tend to use my iPad to do that. I just take a photograph and digitize it. And then there we go, you can print it off as many times as you like. Now, one of the things that I love doing with my digital stamps is a little bit of hybrid crafting, where we mix it with traditional crafting techniques that we're used to. So I printed this off twice, one on a paper that would take various mediums, so I used a Canson mixed media paper, and one just on plain copier paper. Then on the copier paper I have used some stick and stay, cut that out so that I can create a little mask for the snail, and then I was able to pull out some stamps from the Little Squeaks collection because I just thought this wee snail goes so well with that little kind of mushroom postbox. I thought it's nice and whimsical and it would be really cute for building a wintry scene. So I built up a background. This is my new favourite way of creating snowy backgrounds, and again I got this from Very Little Peach. She does this a lot, that she puts inks down and then drips different coloured inks into it for sky, but I really like it for snow. So I went for a soft icy blue from Akira Takegansi Tambi, then put in some white acrylic ink, and then I decided just to baste this particular image using my alcohol markers. This is a mixed media paper, so it doesn't particularly layer alcohol markers well, but just as a basting technique it's absolutely fine. And then I used my pencils. These are the Faber-Castell pencils, so I used those to build up the shade and tone of the piece. I do really like working with multiple tones. I think it really helps to add dimension. And then to kind of just make it look a bit more icy and less sort of coloured in, I used my acrylic markers to pull out some of the lines, then used that same white acrylic ink just to do loads and loads of splatters,
to represent the snow, and then I have put this little guy into my art journal. I also decided to make a little handmade card, so I've taken a stencil out just with this love heart, decided to create a little love heart frame, and I have coloured a little snail in, so I did a couple at the same time, but I didn't think you needed to see me do that twice. So I've already cut this one out and coloured it in, or coloured it in then cut it out even. That was definitely the order that I did it. I kind of moved some of the ink there with the alcohol marker, so we went back over with white pen to fix this. To be honest, I think I wish I had left this when it just had the heart. I kept trying to make it better and I kept kind of making it worse. So I went for my usual doodle frame, and then I realised that I didn't like that so much. It kind of almost looked too busy. So, you know, because it looked too busy, I decided to make it busier in the hopes that it would help. Why? I don't know. But anyway, it's okay, it's cute, and because it is a digital stamp, I can print it off many times and give it another try.
Thank you so much for joining me. Please do make sure that you download your free digital stamp. I can't wait to see how you use it. Please, if you do, tag me because I'm desperate to see. Also, I do have a Facebook group that you can join, and there's lots of people in there that love GMC and are using GMC products, so you can connect with people and get lots of ideas from each other. If you enjoyed this video, you may want to check out the previous one, which I will link in just a little moment, and I will see you guys next Friday. Take care and bye!